Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Hard8, the truth of YouTube, your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah! What's up, people? What's happening? You already know the deal, man. Everything you need to know is down in the description. So please, get familiar. You dig? Now, is it so hard for some of y'all to hold your water? Is it so hard for some of y'all to show a little bit of consideration? What is going on with people that like to spoil games and movies and things like that? What is the problem? I tell you, I would hate to see some of you dudes in the interrogation room. God damn, you're going to give up everything. You're going to tell everything. God, is it so hard to hold your water? Show a little bit of consideration. Now, past Sunday Weapon Wheel podcast, man, there were a lot of people upset. I believe Hellblade got ruined, got spoiled. Horizon Zero Dawn got spoiled for some people, and people are upset. And this seems to be a running theme with the Weapon Wheel podcast because people just cannot be considerate of others. Selfish. Selfish, selfish, selfish. It's crazy. Now, I had people hit me up all through this week complaining about these games being spoiled, and some people threatening to stop watching Weapon Wheel if people cannot stop spoiling games, because this is a running theme with Weapon Wheel podcasts. Now, listen. Everybody doesn't play all of these games, you know, on day one like a lot of us. Some people actually have a backlog, and they just don't say they got a backlog just to say they got a backlog. But they actually have a backlog, and they might actually be going through their backlog from oldest to newest, and they haven't gotten to games like Horizon Zero Dawn or Hellblade. Me, myself, I haven't gotten to Hellblade yet. Right? So, with that being said, they don't want their game spoiled. Now, I know I can't stand people that like to spoil fucking games or movies or anything like that. Like, what is so hard to just say, hey, spoiler alert. I'm about to say something that people that didn't play this game might not want to hear, so go ahead and mute the sound for a few seconds while I go ahead and say what I got to say. All you got to do is give a warning. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. It's that easy. Show a little bit of consideration for everybody else that might have not played the game yet. You dig? Like I said, they got a backlog, and they might actually be going through their backlog from oldest to newest. So no, they have not gotten to games like Horizon Zero Dawn yet, or Hellblade, or any other game that's been spoiled on Weapon Wheel Podcast or around the internet. Now, you know, some people might say, what is a time? What would be a good time frame? I say like a year. I say like a year. But at any time, the easiest thing to do is just say, hey, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you have never played this game, I'm about to say something. That's the easiest thing to do. Just show a little consideration for everybody else. Stop spoiling games. I hate that. I hate when people spoil shit. So everybody that got a problem with games being spoiled and shit was being spoiled on Weapon Wheel, I feel your pain. I get it. I feel the same way y'all feel. You know, luckily I played Horizon Zero Dawn, so I wasn't spoiled on that. And the Hellblade thing, I didn't necessarily hear. So, good thing on that. But all it takes, people, is for a little bit of consideration. Stop being so selfish. You know, like, oh, well, you should have played it already. No, they shouldn't have. They might actually be going through their backlog. They might actually be playing other games. Not everybody is running around here ducking games. You dig? They might actually be playing through games, and they just haven't gotten to a game like Horizon yet. Yes, it's critically acclaimed, and a lot of people like it. But that doesn't mean that they got to play it right away. They might want to get through their other games first, also, you know, or first. You know what I mean? I mean, some people look at it like, hey, it's not going nowhere. It's a single-player game, so there's no need for me to get to it right away. You know, when I finish these other games that I done bought and I didn't finish yet, then I'll get to that. Just be a little bit, just show a little bit of consideration. That's it. All you got to do, few words, spoiler alert. We in Weapon Wheel Podcast, we all talking. Hey, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I just want to let y'all know, viewers, spoiler alert. So if you haven't played such and such game, I advise you to mute me or mute the podcast for a few seconds while I say this and then come back. That's it. A little bit of consideration goes a long way. Long way. Anyway, that's all I got to say, man. Hold your water. Stop spoiling stuff. Show a little bit of consideration. Stop being selfish. Everybody is not playing these games as fast as others. Some people are taking time to get there. Maybe they don't even have enough money to buy the game yet. Maybe they're saving up to get the game. You know, anything could be in the way of why they haven't played yet. So be considerate. That's all I'm saying. This your boy Hard8, man, and y'all know what to do. Busy yourself. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Deuces.
Hey! Hey! New shoes on the Range Rover, good with mine. Yeah, motherfuckers act like I